Trapping plays a very important role in modern-day wildlife management. Professional wildlife biologists monitor fur-bearer populations to maintain a healthy and sustainable harvest of this important, renewable natural resource. Trapping provides recreation and income for licensed trappers across this country. Hoosier Trapper Outdoors is brought to you by Hoosier Trapper Supply. J3 Outdoors, manufacturer of the Hags Bracket and Body Trap Spring Clip. Leatherwood Creek Trapping Scents. Weeby Knives and Fur Handling Tools. HTS Productions. Hoosier Trapper Deer Scents. And Leatherwood Wildlife Art.
Welcome to episode 11 of Hoosier Trapper Outdoors. With this episode, we will continue with our semi-live trapping. So that's all been farm country, all trapping before work. You know, most of us can relate to that type of trapping, just fitting it in when we can. Kind of right now, Justin's got a few sets out, but we're kind of on hiatus because of deer season and just being slammed in the shop here. So anyways, hope you enjoy that. And that's all, like I said, it's all current from this season. Want to thank everybody for the orders. I want to thank everybody for stopping by the shop. After all, without that, none of this would be possible. We sure appreciate that. If you haven't checked out our website, go to HoosierTrapperSupply.com. Very easy website to maneuver, find things, whatever. And if you're not a website person, just give us a call. We'll always be glad to help you over the phone. Just call during business hours. So, want to mention our contest, the Show Us Your Bottle contest. So, we've done this now for a few years. We basically, you've got to take a picture of any of the of our Leatherwood products, any of the lure, Top Dog Predator bait, any of that with your catch or end of the season catch, end of the day catch, you know, whatever. But just make sure you got bottles of what products that you used, and then send those to us by way of email. You can hit us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get you entered in the contest. Very, very important. Make sure you send us your name and address. We need that. So everybody that enters will get one of these window decals, one of our Leatherwood scent window decals. So just for entering, you get that. We will send them out sometime in March, the decals. The drawing will be March 5th. We will accept entries until March 15th, and then the drawing will be a couple days after that. So name and address. We'll send you a window decal. Don't expect the window decal, though, until sometime in March. So it'll be a little bit before you get it. So we appreciate all those entries. The drawing, which I mentioned, will be for two $100 gift cards, and that for Hoosier Trapper Supply. So not only will you get a window decal, but you get a chance to win one of the $100 gift cards. And while I'm wrapping this up, sure want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hope the rest of your trapping season's good. And all looking forward to getting back out trapping in January and February. Hope you enjoy the episode. Alright, just driving back here. First check today. As you can see, it's changed significantly. Snow last night, it's 9 degrees. So big change from yesterday. And we're driving back here, and I said, I don't know if we're going to catch anything today or not, because this started in yesterday afternoon, like 2 o'clock. So obviously this coyote
was in the mood for some top dog, and I think I put black gold on there. Black gold, we're fixing it. Black gold, I believe. So, anyways, couldn't resist it. Get this set put together. As you can see, our other sets are all just completely covered with snow, and it's supposed to warm up here in a couple days, so they can still smell it below the snow. And obviously, this right here's got serious eye appeal to it now. So we'll take care of him and move on down the road and get everything checked out. So see what happens.
This is also the spot where we had the double yesterday.
Yeah. First check yesterday, double. So yeah, obviously 4 coyotes in this location in what, 3
days?
3 checks.
I think 3.
4.
Okay.
4.
4.
Check day 4.
Back here at Charlie's 90-year location.
Seems like it. No tracks. Last year we only caught 1 coyote here. It's been kind of disappointing the past couple years. Some years better than others. This year, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So far, all we've caught is a skunk here. And what we did, we took the skunk out, and we Justin just dug a hole and buried it back here. And I remember originally seeing that in Gerald Whelan's longliner sock. It's probably been around but way before that. But that'll give us some long call for this super cold weather. Notice that we did not set right on the skunk. So the trap's probably really a little bit closer than I'd like to have it to the skunk, but if you set right on the skunk, you'll catch predators, but then you're going to catch a lot of non-target stuff. So it is away from the trap itself. But there's no tracks but this is fresh snow, so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. See if we got any fresh sign or anything here. So I don't know. See what happens.
Hags Trapping Products by J3 Outdoors, the most versatile and efficient trapping devices on the market.
Hoosier Trapper Deer Sense. Success speaks for itself.
All right. So still check day 4 still. Second coyote of the morning. It's warming up, but we're up to 11 degrees. So the ground's actually still not frozen because other than the crust that was there prior, snow's insulating it. We're using cover hulls and wax dirt. We didn't get enough wax dirt made to exclusively use that, but we're using cover hulls and things seem to be working just fine with that. Sifting just a little bit of dirt on top and a little bit of salt on top of that. So that's what's keeping us going under these conditions. So we'll take care of him and get this set remade. And obviously this stands out big time with that catch circle being opened up. So anyways, 2 coyotes for the day so far. We got a few more locations to check. Get a workout.
Watch Charlie climb the hill here. Come on, you can do it.
Get it on film, me falling down. All right, so came up on this one, got coyote tracks around here. The trap was actually pulled out over here. Wasn't flipped off or anything. They had come in here after the snow, so I don't know if it happened this morning at some point. Obviously it did. And they dug the bait out, dug from the side. And so I don't know if they caught the chain or what exactly happened, but anyways, clearly location's good, the attractant's good, just kind of a thing that you don't have 100% control over, in this type of scenario. There's no visual of the set, so the set itself didn't have the ability to work in terms of the visual appeal to it. So they're just smelling the bait and digging. and just happened to dig from the side. If the trap were over here, everything would have been fine, I presume. So, and the trap was actually right here, just on the edge of where the snow is. So, I mean, you can speculate as to what actually happened here, but we'll just remake the set, and hopefully, and put some more bait in there, and hopefully it comes back. So, I don't think they were spooked by it at all. They got the bait. So. Top Dog Predator bait, irresistible through the snow.
I've been a professional trapper for over 40 years, and in that time, I've skinned literally thousands of animals. I've learned that it doesn't matter how cool a knife looks on your hip. What really matters is sharpness and reliability. And that's why I created the Weeby Wicked Sharp line of replacement blade knives. These are knives that will quickly skin your critters without skinning your wallet. Visit WeebyKnives.com to get the new Monarch folding knife with 3 replacement blades for just $19.95. Weeby Knives, Wicked Sharp.
Leatherwood Trapping Sense. Success speaks for itself.
Okay, product highlight. For this product highlight, we've got our sampler package number 2, Leatherwood Sampler Predator package number 2. And since we're moving into the certainly the cold part of the season, the ground's cold, so even if the weather gets mild for a few days, the ground's still very, very, very cold, which that suppresses the smell. So this package here has the long distance lure in it, which is has some skunk in it, pretty strong stuff. So it's made for cold weather trapping. Got to be careful with that in mild weather, but certainly when it's cold and the ground's cold, it's a good choice. It doesn't take a whole lot of it. Normally just dipping a stick into it's enough. Coyote gland lure, which will be good after the first of the year for the most part. And then one of our go-to favorites, Fixin' Elixir, Good Curiosity Coal Lure. And of course it comes with Top Dog Predator bait and a pint of coyote urine. So got a selection of 3 different lures appropriate for winter trapping, the Top Dog bait and the coyote urine. So we've got a lot of packages which will save you some money and give you a good selection. So you might want to check those out either online or in the catalog. Okay. Question and answer. We've had a lot of questions about how we set our traps up. As most of you know, we're using the MB550s, and this is our typical setup right here. It has the stock chain that comes on the trap, and then we're adding the JC Connor shock spring, additional chain, crunch proof on the end. So at this point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swivel points, which is excellent. And then the shock spring. So basically what we're doing, we've got the stock trap just like this, and then we're adding a pre-bent rivet to that crunch proof swivel. The shock spring goes in here, excuse me, and then we've got another crunch proof that goes right here, and then we're adding 6 inches of chain and then another crunch proof on the end. So if you order, you got to figure 2 crunch proofs per trap, and then 1 JC Connor shock spring, and then the 6 inches of chain, and you get the same setup. Now you can ask trappers about short chain, long chain, and you know, we'll have a discussion till the end of time. But our philosophy is that the shock spring eliminates a tremendous amount of direct pull, direct pressure off the trap and off the stake, which helps significantly. The longer chain does allow the animal to lunge or jump more than the short chain, but it also takes that direct pull off. So it also allows the animal to walk around and keep himself busy, you know, while he's been being caught or being held. So that's kind of the idea of that. But and then on the end of the chain, on your last crunch proof, we typically are big on the split rings. Here again, always examine your hardware to make sure it's in good shape after a catch. If you make a catch on frozen ground, that stuff is basically the equivalent of getting beat on concrete. So it's a good idea to always check your trap over, certainly check your hardware over, and make sure that everything's in good working order. The common areas that you need to check are the pre-bent rivets to make sure that they're fully closed, and and your split ring, and then of course give your chain a quick once over periodically just to make sure everything's in good shape. That's essentially it. But anyways, we hopefully this will help you out. If you do go to a shorter chain, you don't like the longer chain, you could always cut in here and do the same thing and then add your shock spring. Don't add your shock spring close to the base plate of the trap, because it's really difficult to work with that shock spring directly under the trap. So but anyways, this is a setup. It's working for us. It does a great job. Can't tell you how much a coyote can compress that spring, so that every time he compresses that's eliminating that much direct pull off of the trap itself and off of the how you have it staked. So anyways, hope that helps you out.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We have the new Hoosier Trapper Supply catalogs out. Pretty cool bobcat there. Jake caught there in New Mexico. Pretty nice. They're available. You can call here at the shop at 317-881-3075, or you can request one online at HoosierTrapperSupply.com. It's right there on the home page. Hit the button, and we'll send you one in the mail. So, pretty slick. Also, gotta say, make sure you're following us on all social media so you can keep up to date. We do have an email newsletter you can sign up for on the website as well. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, obviously YouTube. And on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, so that will keep you posted on brand new episodes that pop up. Not just on Hoosier Trapper Outdoors, but also on the Fur Shed series and also the Trap House podcast. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Join us on January 3rd for the next episode of Hoosier Trapper Outdoors.